It's hard for freshmen to play, right? Just to come in and make an impact.
Here is guys that are playing. They're already at schools, and I give some of these out. There's just some guys to look at and to
Rayola,
scratch your head about, see what you think, and is there going to be an impact? Some of these guys, Lagway at Florida.
I think he could start.
Big time football player. I mean, he is definitely. He's one of the guys that's going to come in. He looked good. Had him on the thumbnail on the cover picture. Looked good to play spring football. I think he's. I don't know.
I think he could. Well, they don't have a proven guy.
Well, who was his?
And you said Wright was gone.
Graham Mertz. Yeah, Wright left Mississippi State, and he's going to Northwestern.
Yeah.
So now Florida's stuck with. I think Graham is hurt.
I've not heard anything out of Mertz, so this guy could start right away.
Yeah.
Could.
He's number one guy come out of Texas.
Always good if he come out of Texas.
Dual threat quarterback with enormous potential, gives rare athletic frame and natural arm talent. I always like looking at this stuff down here. This kind of tells about what he did in high school. High school level, recruited by multiple colleges.
I love seeing what they did in high school.
4.9 PPG, 6.2 run plays a game as a freshman. 2024 completed 5 of 10 pass attempts of 46 yards in the first half of the Under Armour All-American game. Turned his ankle after he ran 15 yards. Gatorade National Player of the Year. Set the Texas 6A single season record for touchdown passes.
Oh, my gosh. That's impressive right there.
5,000 yards, 72% completion, 60 touchdowns for 8 interceptions, while also carrying the ball 100 times for almost 1,000 yards and 16 rushing touchdowns.
This is in 1 year.
Yeah.
And 6A Texas.
Yes. He added a 5.17 and a 10.3. That's they run what is it called? The 100 meters. If you run it under 11, you're fast.
110. They run the 110.
Yeah, you run under 100 and under 10.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you're fast.
Led Willis to 6-6 record his sophomore year, a 6A D2 second round playoff experience, threw for 1,500 yards, 17 touchdowns, 2 picks. He played safety as a freshman, had 18 tackles, also lined up his snaps at quarterback, of course.
I'm going to look and see what the deal is on Mertz right quick.
His dad is Derek Lagway, former Baylor running back, 1997 to 01. His dad.
His dad?
Yeah, well, there you go. That's where he gets from. You always read down there in those little bios, and you seem to find out. Don't you?
I love the bios. Love them.
Seem to find out. All right.
And they're hard to find sometimes.
We'll just go 24/7 here. Dylan Ravioli, he was supposed to have been the Georgia kid. Number one quarterback coming out of Georgia. 6'3", 230 pounds. His high school accolades, there's about 4 paragraphs on here. I'll just read one of them. He threw for 111 yards, a touchdown and a pick in the Polynesian Bowl. 2023, he posted 11-2 record as a senior at Buford, leading the Wolves to a quarterfinals in Georgia's highest classification, 159 to 250 pass attempts. That gives him 64% overall rate, 3,000 yards, 34 touchdowns, 1 interception. And guys, let me just go ahead and tell you right now.
1 interception?
Yeah, let me just tell you right now. The people, this is the difference. The people that he's playing against. The people that he's playing against are not normal people. Tell him who Buford plays.
Oh, Buford plays Roswell. They'll play Sandy Creek.
All these guys win it. And all these teams.
Grayson. I mean, it's ridiculous.
They have 15 to 20 D1 athletes on each team.
Well, Caleb Downs and Justin. He's going to be Alabama's running back.
Justin
Haynes, both played at Buford. No, I take that back. Downs played at
Grayson. Yes, Grayson.
No. Mill Creek.
Mill Creek, yes, Mill Creek.
But Haynes, who's Alabama's running back, played at Buford. They're just absolutely loaded.
Julian Sayin,
he's not
California kid.
He could have started somewhere.
Played graded out of 98. He's at Ohio State right now.
This year, he could have started this year.
Yeah, number one guy, 20 overall in the nation.
He good enough to start over Howard.
I don't,
is he that good?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Now Rayola's supposed to start, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just read that Mertz.
Yeah, is he out or?
They're expecting a return.
Okay,
but he does have a significant shoulder injury, but he's going to give it a go.
Now here's a guy. I like this kid.
Walker
6'3", 220. He played at Little Rock. He played at a Christian school in Arkansas. He was the number one guy at Arkansas, number 5 QB, 41st nationally. Dual threat quarterback with a muscular build. Put up some of his best stuff on tape as a senior. Must improve in accuracy and get more consistent with ball placement. And that's on 24/7. Y'all podcast people, you can go find it. He's a member of 2023 list, Dean, the Freak List, 24/7 Sports. In 2023, he posted 10 of 13 record as senior leading Little Rock Christian Academy to Arkansas 6A title game in the regular season, completed 148 of 243 at a 61% passing rating, 2,300 yards passing, 29 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. Also, he ran for about 350 yards and 9 touchdowns.
Good stats.
Yeah.
61% completion. That's pretty nice.
See him down here in the little screen, you can see.
And Arkansas is not bad football either. The state of Arkansas.
Let one go down the middle of the field. Shows he can throw it deep. Here he is over here. Nice pass over the middle of the field there. Here he is back here. You see his back.
Stays in the pocket good.
Yeah, got good footwork. Lets the ball go. Good timing. Good footwork. Set on your front foot. Release over the back. Nice corner throw.
He ain't one of them quarterbacks. I'm going to give this about 2 seconds, and I'm taking off.
No, it don't seem like it. And I like this guy. He's one of my favorite ones in this class, and I know Auburn fans are falling over, passing out right now. They can't believe it, but I think he's going to be good.
You think he's got a good shot at starting?
I don't know. No, they're going to throw Thrawn.
Mm-hmm. You think he can take his spot?
Yes. I'm just not impressed with him. And Freeze said a while ago in this interview done, well, here at Auburn, we're going to develop our quarterbacks, and we don't need to go out and buy one. Then you got Auburn fans saying they go out and get Juju Lewis from Carrollton. He's not coming to Auburn. Why would Juju?
I don't think he's going to go to USC, though.
Why would he go to a school? He wants to win a chip.
Mm-hmm.
And this comes from people that we have on the show that's in touch with Georgia football.
Mm-hmm.
And this comes from over there. I'm not just blowing smoke out or just making up words. This guy's here. What bothers me about the whole thing is this. This is it because of him. Walker White.
Right.
Well,
he don't want to go fight for his job.
Why should he? He's good. Because when you go over here in this other list to the next year, you see where he was rated at.
Yeah.
Walter White, what was he, 4 on that list?
4 on that list. Lewis is number 1 on his list, isn't he?
I got to get over here the right stuff. 2025 high school position rankings quarterback. No, he's not number 1. The kid for LSU's number 1, Bryce Underwood. The kid played Mississippi. I talked about a month ago, maybe.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. That boy can smoke a football.
Really?
Wow.
So he's past him, huh?
Oh, yeah, the St. Clair kid, too.
Lewis is 3rd.
The Carney kid is going to Tennessee. I don't know much about him. I'm going to have to dig in on him. This kid he's from Brentwood, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, Brentwood's put some.
Tell us about Brentwood, Tennessee.
Well, they're an academy, and you don't play there unless you're great.
George McIntyre.
I would like to know how many guys play pro football that played at Brentwood, have played pro football that played at Brentwood.
100.
It's on up there.
I'm just guessing 100.
Yeah.
Probably. So now here's Juju. I'm not knocking Juju Lewis. Please don't get me tore up or twisted.
No, we know that.
I'm trying to look at grades here, and they grade these kids out. And even the Auburn fans are saying that they think White is not as good as Juju. They really think he's coming to Auburn.
Yeah.
Why would he wants to play? You were okay. if you're supposedly he's going to USC, and he may not, that's fine. But even if he's not, he'd stay in state. He wants to win a championship. If he goes to USC, he's going to play for how many Heisman winners does Lincoln have? Three.
Yeah.
Do you want to go play for that guy, or you want to go play for Freeze? The Auburn even beat a ranked team. They're like 0-17 against ranked teams.
Mm-hmm.
They're not a prominent program.
You don't think he might want to go and turn them around?
They're 0-17.
Like you said, Barkley did.
You gotta have offense and defense line, and he's working on it. Auburn fans, be patient. Don't run him off yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't think Juju would go to Auburn.
But they're when's the last time Auburn beat a ranked team? 2 years.
Probably when Nix was there.
Okay, he's going to say, "Yep, that's where I'm going. I'm headed out there to the plains. Beat a ranked these kids now. They want to go win. He wants to win a Heisman. This is just rumor, hearsay. He wants to go win a chip. I would say he'd probably go to Georgia if he don't go to
I would
California.
think 100% if he don't go to USC, he's going to Georgia.
I would think so too.
I'm just
That's
because he's going to be the best quarterback in the country or one of the top 5.
Well, yeah, and we got him here. He ranked out at a 98. Okay,
I think he's going to Georgia, guys.
That Longstreet kid is going. Let's look at McAteer, Dean. These guys are in high school. Okay, he's at Brentwood. He's class of 25.
Going to Tennessee.
He is graded out at 98. Number 1 Tennessee. Number 10 overall in the nation as a quarterback. Number 10. Alabama, Auburn, Clemson, Colorado all did some scuffling to get him. 77-inch wingspan. He's 6'5".
He might be good.
Also, basketball at point in career and dropped some hoops offers from Arizona State and FIU. Helped to guard Brentwood Academy to Division II AA State Championship as a sophomore, totaling 10 points and 10 rebounds.
So he started on a state championship basketball team.
This is where I heard about him, because I remember when Spring Garden Girls went up there and played.
Uh-huh.
Some of the people at the game were asking some people I knew, I talked to later, if they had heard of their football team. And the guy that I knew was like, he don't know, he's like,
right.
So they was telling him about this McIntyre kid. And he asked me about it. And I'm like, I don't know. Let me go look. 2023 as a junior, he completed 423 passes, 67% passer, 3,200 yards, 25 touchdowns, 12 picks. It's a lot of picks though.
It
also,
is.
he ran for 3 touchdowns, but he got Brentwood Academy, Tennessee Division II AAA state quarterfinals. In his first year as a starter, he went 9-3, was 175 for 270, attempting 65% of his passes, 2,300 yards, 19 touchdowns with 4 picks.
I don't understand the picks this past year. That's the only thing. That's a red flag for him.
His percentage went up, so
he's going to Tennessee. But he did throw 420 passes.
All right, look,
guys.
how many more though?
Yeah.
So that first year he only threw 175.
Right.
I'm sorry, 270.
But he threw 423 passes. They're throwing 35 times a game with this guy.
Oof.
So never mind on the interceptions. 35 passes a game.
Should be viewed as one of the more promising single callers in 2025 cycle. Might not have the same on-field resume as some of the other peers, but plenty of tools to develop the long haul for this guy. So he's a guy you want to keep around. And
who is this freak? It's already started on the state championship. Is he a junior?
Yeah, he'll graduate. He's still got another year to play. So this is next year's class.
Brentwood. Now, is that in Nashville? That's close to Nashville, right? Okay.
These guys are going to be seniors.
Okay.
When school starts back after summer. Quarterbacks around the country, some guys that's going to make a difference, and we went through some of them. Bryce Underwood, I did a thing on him a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. I think Sayin could make a difference, especially if Howard goes down. If he's as accurate as they say he is.
Now, guys that are fixing to start their senior year as running backs, let's look at some running backs here. We'll get.
They're just going into their senior year.
Yeah, they're fixing to start. We got the number 1 guy, the Deer kid.
Yeah, I saw that.
From Mississippi, signed with Ole Miss already. LSU's got the Harlem Berry kid that plays at McAteer, Louisiana.
In-state.
And then you got Bo Jackson. He's decided to come
He's back. Oh, my gosh.
Bo Jackson is back. This kid plays at he's up from Ohio at Villa.
Going to Ohio State. What's up with these guys just going to their state school? I like it.
I do too. Alabama, A&M, Auburn tried to get him. Look who tried to get him there. We got Derek Nix, Coach Nick's tried to get him up there. Bama's
Bo Jackson.
Coach Gillespie. So
The only thing about
look how fast he is.
going to Ohio State, I mean, you and 16 others.
47-yard touchdown reception here, so he can catch the ball too. Out of the backfield, wide open.
It's very fast.
The thing that I got into when I started watching Arch Manning was I watched these film on him guys, and here's where I said he's not a 5-star. He was maybe a
Look at
4.
this guy. That's some speed.
But I don't know who he's playing against. But there are some good schools up there in this district. But I need to do some more.
Ohio, yeah.
Villa Angela St. Jose. So if that wherever that district is, and they're like Louisiana, they'll have 8,000 districts.
It's Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard that they have good high
They
school
do.
football in Ohio.
Ability to stack cuts together, jumping, juking left and right, find the good green grass, and considerably runs through arm tackles. Elite short area quickness and agility show up plenty of tape, while evading the defenders on the second level has been verified in a combine setting. Yeah. Bo Jackson, 6 foot 205. I can't get over that name. Well, obviously we know who his daddy was a fan of, or his mama.
Yeah. If they didn't even know who it was. Who?
Vincent Bo.
Hey, there's a Bo that plays at the middle school. He's not Bo Jackson. He's
Right.
Bo Sweeney, but shout out. Hey, Bo Sweeney.
And lastly, we'll look at some of these guys here. Defense, man. You got to look at defense. Now,
Well,
defense, we
it's
don't get enough
huge.
love.
No, they don't. You don't hear nothing about these
So we'll
guys.
look at this class, and we'll look at the class that's already here. Xander Walker, he's going to be a senior coming in, and he's from Georgia,
Shocker.
Shelby County.
I don't even know where Shelby County. Look at him.
Oh, he's a football player.
He looks 27.
He looks like what's his name? The running back down.
He's 17. Huh?
BB Comer,
Oh,
Harris.
Cam. Is it Kamari?
Oh wow! When I seen him, and we seen him in person down at the game, they played 5 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. You see his stats? Where did he go? Memphis?
Yes.
Okay.
Man, he is a man.
I
He's
hope
not he's not a child.
No.
He
He's a D1 player.
looked like he just did 3 to 5 for arm bro.
He looks tough.
If he wanted my wallet, I would have given
Now, this guy, I don't have my glasses on, but he looks very tough.
6'2", 225,
Top
5-star,
defensive player in the country.
number 1 linebacker.
Where's he going?
No, he has not decided. He was he
Georgia.
visited Georgia just here a little while back.
Where does he play? Shelby County High School?
He's been warm on Miami. Probably not going to Bama or South Carolina. Looks like Georgia or Miami right now. Some kind of run.
Number 1 linebacker.
Oh, he just made an interception, and he can run the ball and stiff arm people too.
He probably rushed for 900 yards.
Who's that team? Do you know?
No.
Shelby
I've
County.
never heard of. I don't know nothing about them. I'll have to.
If Bird was on here, he was a while ago.
He's running the ball.
Schley.
Schley County. They're very good.
Okay, you know.
They're very good.
Okay, so they're playing high quality opponents.
Okay.
Are they?
Oh, this boy plays for Schley County, right?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Schley's very good.
So he's a linebacker, and he's out here catching passes and outrunning people.
No, well, no wonder. Yes, Schley's loaded. And you know where reason I know that is because
Outside backer, runs the
somebody
guy
told
down.
me that this year.
Look how big he is.
They absolutely have a fantastic program. They may have won it.
Well, we'll read about him. Well, he's wide open, guys.
Schley
You
County.
got to cover him. How do you not cover that guy?
Look at his average, 12.8 and 6 rebounds.
He run 11.4 as a 16-year-old in 100 meters.
Oh,
That's he could qualify for an Olympic team.
look at his
He
stats
couldn't win
there.
it, but he could qualify. 27 quarterback hurries, 7 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 77 times he's carried the ball with 518 yards, 13 touchdowns offense, catching 10 passes for 170 and 4 touchdowns. As a sophomore, 12 tackles for a loss, 19 quarterback hurries, 3 sacks to his credit, all ran for 365. Had over 1,000 yards as a freshman, 18 touchdowns.
So he's a two-way player for Schley County High School. Let me see what Schley County did last year.
Let's see, Schley County. Zandon Walker, podcast listeners, and he is a football player. I tell you right now, that boy, he probably do about anything he wanted to. He's a good-looking young man there. And let's see, you got some commits here. SEC. Well, Oklahoma's an SEC now, people, so we can't avoid Oklahoma.
County.
Jonah Williams, playing out of Galveston, Texas, 5-star kid, 100% for Oklahoma SEC team. Bama first on the list. We'll look at Daryl Johnson. He's a number 5 guy. We're just going to go through the top 5 guys here. 4-star guy, play at Dodge City over at Eastman, Georgia.
Hey, look at him.
Dodge City. You know what Dodge City?
I've heard of just Dodge City from watching Matt Dillon. And ain't that where they were?
Yeah. He played Eastman, Georgia. He's going to be a senior going on to the year this year. Check out some of his highlights. He's a linebacker now. Going to be one of your top guys coming out. 4-star guy. He's playing running back also. Why not?
We're fixing to find out how good this is.
Lee just run away from all them people. Dude, you
now, where did he play at? Oh, that's at Dodge County.
Yeah.
That's in Georgia too?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, that's the D for who is that they're playing right? I've seen them play because I've seen their field.
Is that Decula? I don't know. Oh gosh, Slay County went 13-1.
Yeah, he's good. Who's this Dodge County kid here? He's going to Alabama, by the way. Linebacker.
Wow.
Big kid. These linebackers are big.
Let's see who Schley beat last year.
You see how big them guys are?
No, last year. Oh, I'm sorry, Matt.
He's playing linebacker here. Got the spot on. He just throws down some guy. Made him look bad. Who is that? Bo Scarborough? Look at him. Look at his playing end. He's playing like outside.
Now, Schley County's in South Georgia.
He runs all the way across the field to make the tackle.
Let's see who they beat last year, Matt. They beat
and he blocks
County,
the extra point.
30-0.
Oh my gosh!
Macon County, 34-7.
He's on the end, reads the play, gets off the block, and still gets in the backfield.
Guess who beat Schley County? Bowden by 4 points.
Bowden won state last year.
Bowden won the state.
Dynamic two-way standard Dodge County High School in Georgia's AA classification. So that's AA. That'd be right under Cedartown, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Be a little bigger than Trine.
AA would be bigger than Trine and Chattooga.
Model. Coosa.
It would be model size.
Okay.
Models moved up to 2A. Now, this guy played at Dodge. See, I don't know where Dodge County is, but I've always heard that the best players in the world come from South Georgia as a whole.
He's got an 80-inch wingspan. 80?
He'd be a good boxer.
Golly. Johnson, he continues to transform his defensive back to linebacker to become the most proactive blocks and getting off blocks very cleanly. The defensive player of the year is a 10th grader, Dean, for that 2A.
And that's bigger than Chattooga and Trine. Defensive player of the year for the region.
For 2A. Had 103 tackles.
Oh, my gosh. These are 2A guys.
He got snaps
in 1A. Bowden, Schley County's 1A, and they're going D1.
But look here. He's had snaps as a quarterback and as a running back. He's making his home to be the Crimson Tide so far.
Wow. And these are top players. These are top linebackers in the country.
Yes.
Well, we call them small schools. They're not small schools.
No, they're bigger than Cherokee County.
You got 828 kids. You're not small.
Georgia's got
me and Matt graduated with 18 kids.
Here's a guy Georgia's getting. Look where he played at.
Where'd he play? Calhoun?
Buford.
Lord. Are they all going to Georgia?
Yeah.
These linebackers are just a different breed, aren't they?
Auburn's trying to get him. He's still Coach Durkin. Playing end over here.
He's an edge guy.
Yeah, that's why the other guy.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Somebody block him. They're like, no, we don't want to.
He ran an 11.8 in the 100-meter and a 24 in the 200-meter as a freshman. Had 55 tackles.
15 sacks.
Snaps as played for the Wolves. 11-1 in the Peach State's 7A classification. And he picked off another pass against Mill Creek while racking up 5 more tackles.
He's not playing against trash.
Guys, if they're playing against Mill Creek, then you're probably pretty good. And these guys are seniors in school. Let's look at the guys that are here, and then we'll move on from this. We'll go to the year. We're going to look at some players here that are here
already.
They're in college at let's look at SEC Georgia. This Eli Robinson. There's linebackers from IMG Academy.
Oh gosh.
Florida.
I will. I won't change my mind about something I said. Defensive players that are freshmen don't start a lot. Downs was a rarity.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, offense, yeah, they'll
These are-
start. Cam Coleman will start.
These are linebackers, just the top 4 here. These guys are at these schools now. So these are guys that if you're watching still, we appreciate you coming by. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell there. Let you know when we come on live every Sunday night. Sammy Brown from Jefferson, California. You got a kid from Justin Williams, the number 1 right now linebacker that come out last year, 5-star.
Going to Georgia.
From Texas. He's at Georgia right now. Chris Cole, Georgia has the number 3 linebacker. And they're like, well, I don't know if Georgia's going to be good this year. I mean, they're reloaded.
1 and 3. Georgia may be the ruler of the. They may be the Genghis Khan for a few years.
Well, I mean, they got a good coach to do it.
They do.
Auburn. All right, let's see.
But everybody's day ends. Remember that.
Let's talk about this guy here. 6'2",
Including
218.
Alabama's.
He looks like a football player.
Where'd he play at?
Chilton County.
He does look like a. Look at his neck.
Remember the first time we seen old Tank Bigsby on that picture I put up on there?
Yeah.
It was like, oh, he plays football.
Yeah.
Tank.
Brant's boy said he tried to tackle him, and it just wasn't going to happen. I mean, he said, I tried to, and there ain't no tackling that joker.
This guy, he's at Auburn now. Okay.
Mhm.
High school, 3-phase contributor with snaps, offense, multiple defensive spots, kicking game. He's a return man. He can play coverage. He played basketball, averaged about 9 points a game at Chilton County.
9 rebounds. Most of these guys, and I'm serious, are good basketball players.
And let me tell you what else I know. When I do these, like sometimes I'll do a locker room special, recruits, I notice on a lot of them. I mean, I went through it one time. Like I did 10 players, 9 of them run track.
A lot of them run track.
9 of them would run track.
Now, and baseball too, but more basketball.
Really. Track. Definitely basketball for sure. Track. If you're a skill guy, if they're running backs or quarterbacks, if you're a running back for sure, like all of them run track. Especially if they're from Florida.
Really?
They all run track.
They're track superstars.
Yep.
Huh.
They're fast.
Well, it's good that they're not a one sport.
Yeah, no, that's what coaches
football players don't specialize much.
Y'all need to make sure you remember that for these young players.
Basketball does.
These young players, you got to remember, coaches don't want to see. I'm just going to specialize this year.
Yeah. I mean, you can if you're LeBron. He didn't play after his 10th grade year.
Yeah, that's fine. If you're averaging, the high school record for the state of Alabama, you're averaging 28 a game for basketball. I don't want to hear nobody else tell me I'm just going to focus locked in on one sport.
Yeah.
You're not going to play that sport after school.
Well, yeah, and we got to be serious here. A lot of kids will use James. But come on, guys. They told him when he was a junior, you're going to play pro ball in 2 years, son. Yeah. You're going to start on an NBA team.
Kobe. He's Kobe Bryant. He's top 5 best.
Well, we need him on this football team.
Kobe could do that. But all kids around here and a lot of kids in state, they don't, guys. None of these great players you just seen. What did you see about all of them?
They play more than one sport.
Basketball. They play football. They run track.
Yeah.
The quarterbacks, usually the tall white kid quarterback. He's a basketball pitches or
a good basketball
plays
player.
Basketball. You need to play other sports.
Well, that one guy going to Tennessee played on the started on the state championship basketball.
Play soccer too.
Yeah.
Jacob played soccer right here at Turkey. It's great. You're running your feet. That's what you're doing you're running and using your feet. And that's great. Walter Payton took dance.
Mm-hmm.
Walter Payton took dance classes, like ballerina classes.
Yeah.
Because it strengthens your ankles. You have to stand on your toes.
It must have helped him.
Well, yeah, I don't think it hurt. It's Walter Payton.
He did all right.
Did you know that we're talking about Kobe, that the Olympic basketball team, D Wade and LeBron and them were just getting murdered by all these overseas teams. They're losing.
Really?
And Kobe come in and played that last year there in 2003. Yes. It's probably LeBron's when he was coming in the league.
when he was coming in.
And D Wade had them and Shaq, I guess they had just won one or
Yeah.
Was it
04, 05, something like that.
Kobe comes in, they didn't lose more games.
No more.
No.
Mm.
So I don't want to hear this LeBron. I can't take it anymore, Dean. I'm just giving me hives. I'm itching now.
Hey, he's good.
NFL,
I don't know why he has to be the GOAT. So.
Let's just not do that. NFL thing I wanted to mention, Waddle got a 3-year deal.
Yeah, I saw that. 3 years. Oh, they're loaded.
Again. Tyreek and them, hell, they're still there. Tua.
Hill's one of the best. I met Chattooga's baseball coach, and this is not off the charts. And he's like, I'm from, he told me where he was from down in South Georgia. And like, anybody famous down there? Yeah, Champ Bailey's from down the road and Tyreek Hill. I'm like, huh?
That's too good.
Two of the better players in pro history,
Hall of
probably.
Famers, probably.
Yes, both of them. Champ Bailey's definitely a Hall
I
of
love
Famer.
Champ. Played at Georgia.
Yeah. They're from both small towns in Georgia. South Georgia and Georgia in general is a different animal. So those guys that Matt showed on that reel, those guys can play.
Yes.
That one from Dodge County and the one from
Schley.
Schley County.
Plays both ways.
Now, I don't know where Schley or Dodge is,
Well,
and they may not be in South Georgia.
Burge is on here. He put up something a while ago. Go to the 2023. Yeah, we did. It must have been her. Yeah, Georgia's got number one. I don't know if Georgia, they may not get it this year. They got guys, their recruiting class. This is why you need to subscribe to the channel. Watch this show. We're keeping you up to date. There's a lot of other good shows out there, but we're breaking this stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
We're giving you useful news for you can go back to the water cooler tomorrow at work and say, well, I just seen yesterday in the locker room, Big Matt and Dean, they're talking about, well, Georgia's not going to be good. Well, they got the number 1 and 3 linebackers.
No, Georgia's going to be fine.
Yeah, they got the best throwing quarterback in the league, throw for nearly 4,000 yards. Here's another.
I don't think Georgia, and I do think, I'll go on and say it now, I think Lewis will end up going to Georgia.
Yeah. I mean, they got a guy playing behind Beck. Well, I just said his name the other day. Burge.
Stockton.
Yes.
Yes.
I wanted him to come to Bama. I didn't. This is before Milroe.
He's a good quarterback.
I like him.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to be fine. So don't just overcount your chickens. Now, I do think that, I'll tell you this right now. I don't know if there's going to be an undefeated team in college football
I
this year.
wouldn't think so.
It's fixing to start happening because,
Ohio State, but they don't have a terrible schedule.
well, they're going to have to play Oregon.
Well, yeah. Which
Maybe
they said Oregon was one of the dominant teams.
they're going to be good. Now, they did lose a bunch of guys on offensive line. Okay. Now, they got a good quarterback, but they only got 3 linemen back.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to run the ball for
They
them?
don't have their running backs. They lost Bucky Irving, and they lost those receivers. Some of them.
Their defensive guys, I lost some of those guys, but they replaced them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Laney's going to do fine. He's a good coach.
He is.
So
Works hard.
I'm just saying, Georgia fans too, Auburn fans, Alabama fans,
Mm-hmm.
the likelihood of any of those teams being undefeated are small.
Yeah, not with these tough schedules now.
Because we've had, listen,
Mhm.
it's 16 now. It's not 14.
Mhm.
Texas and Oklahoma's in this league now.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Arnold.
Mhm.
Jackson Arnold at Oklahoma, he's not a bad quarterback. And guess who's probably going to be, I wrote this down. I want to bring this up. Mark it right here. I'll cut this out, make it short. Surprise SEC wide receiver looking at this year, Deion Burks, Oklahoma, 1,000-yard guy. Keep your eye on him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Keep your eye on him.
go back and watch them and Texas.
I ain't got to tell you about Texas. Okay.
Plus, Texas has some good players coming in.
Guru, offensive coordinator. They're going to be able to run the ball. They're going to be good up front. They got 2 good receivers from Bama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They got another guy. And I can't think of what his dang name is, but he's not the only 2.
Yeah.
That's not the only 2. They've got another one.
Yeah.
I'll have to look on the transfer sheet.
Their schedule's not as bad. But Ole Miss, they may go undefeated.
Ole Miss does have a favorable schedule.
Yeah.
And they're catching Alabama on a year when
With a new coach.
with a new coach and a lot of talent lost. but
And
a lot of talent back too.
let's see, where was that other? Oh yeah. Speaking of Bama, Dana, I'm sure people ask me this all the time. This comes up in conversation, honestly. Bama's defensive backfield. Here's some names. People, fans, you want to write this down. You're gonna have you want to know who's in the backfield, because there's been so many guys come and go. Okay, probably guys on your reserves like safeties: Hubbard, Drake Kirkpatrick Jr. Don't forget he's there. Okay, Gadsden City's finest.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
And Cam Howard. Don't forget Cam Howard. We've seen him play some. Also, Zay Brown may be a reserve guy. Now, Hurley and Macumba and Zay Mincy. Remember Mincy?
I remember Mincy.
All right. These guys are there. Hurley and Macumba are good players.
I hated that Amos left.
I know.
I don't like that.
I know. Me too.
I don't. I liked him.
Now, Devontae Smith. Here's some of you guys you're going to see
He's
probably.
going to be a good one. Come back to play defense from Philadelphia.
Red Morgan.
Uh-huh.
Red Morgan. He supposedly kind of scooted out Tony Mitchell, the one everybody's upset about leaving last week.
Yes.
In practice, supposedly, that Red was just he was having good days of practice. Keontae Sabb, S-A-B-B.
Who we think will start.
Yeah, he was looking really good. And, of course, Malachi Moore.
Who we know will start.
Yeah, he's going to be your leader.
Yeah.
So those are the names: Moore, Sabb, Devontae Smith, Red Morgan.
Then you got Mac coming in.
The Jackson kid, Deshaun Jones, Hurley, Macumba, Zay Mincy, and also the Hubbard kid, Kirkpatrick Jr., and Cam Howard. So there's defensive backfield for Alabama.
I think Mac will have a chance to start. I think he will. Story transferred, didn't he? Christian from Lynette.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I have no problem with that.
That's all the backfield at Bama.
I don't have a problem with the kid transferring if he thinks he's going to get more playing time somewhere else.
No.
But Amos was going to start.
Kirkpatrick Jr. and Macumba, I watched play high school.
Macumba may start.
They're good. And if these are guys that are listed as kind of reserves,
Mm-hmm.
that tells me
Mm-hmm.
at practice that the coaches that are watching this, Coach Womack from South Alabama running the defense at Bama, if he's seeing that, I've seen those guys play, and they are good.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them play. Kirkpatrick Jr. played down here. Macumba played at Clay Central.
Mm-hmm. Chalkville.
Clay Chalk, they're good.
Yeah.
If they're not going to make the cut to start, those other guys must be pretty good. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're going to be all right.
I look for Macumba to be in a lot.
So,
And Kirkpatrick, if he's anything like his daddy.
I know. Yeah, he was good. He's a good ball player. Now, does he need a year? Sure, he's going to put on some size in this summer. He's going to work out, get on that weight program, get on that oatmeal.
Right.
He'll get bigger, faster, stronger. Coach Ballou and them run the weight room. They're going to do a fine job.
Oh, yeah.
And Womack's a good coach. I hear a lot of good things. The players really relate to him. They come from South Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Bring some guys with him.
Yeah, I hear he's a player's coach.
Yep. Really, really enjoy that. So if these guys here are going to be playing more, Saab, Red Morgan, you're going to see him, and then either like Jackson or Deshaun Jones or some of those guys.
Right.
Remember Lawson's like linebacker.
Yeah, Lawson and Campbell.
Why we forgot that?
Yeah.
Bama fans are freaking out because this Saban left, and all these
And the
players
D-line's good.
hit the portal. Yeah,
You got
Keenan and that.
I can't pronounce his name. You know the one I'm talking about, Justin Igboike.
Yeah.
Igboy, and you got Tim Smith
Yeah,
back.
that's a big guy like Keenan,
They got as good inside linebackers as they've had in a while.
the nose tackle guy, the big guy.
Yes.
I like him.
Tim Keenan. Is it right, Tim?
I'm
No, it might not be Tim. His last name's Keenan.
so I know y'all freaked out, but Georgia fans, you had the #1 recruiting class. We just went through some of these players,
And it looks like you're going to have it again.
and they got some guys coming again. It's going to be good.
Mhm.
And if Juju goes to Georgia, like I think he will, I
Yes,
think he's
I
going
do
to
too.
Georgia. That's just me. If you ask me right now, Matt, gun to your head, where's Juju going from Carrollton, Georgia?
You better be right.